Eagle Motorsports basically was founded in 1997, the latter part of '97, by Jerry Russell, and he owned and operated the company until January of 2010, when Bill Mann from Australia recently purchased the company and now owns and operates the company. Basically, over the years, the Eagle car has been very popular, and a lot of the drivers have ran it. Right now, Danny Lasowski, he runs the cars, Terry McCarl, Kyle Sauter, and a few other ones, Marshall Campbell, and all of them out of the Ohio area. I think one thing that you'll find out with the Eagle car itself, it's basically a handcrafted, American-made sprint car, and a lot of things today are so mass-produced that when you take pride in what you do, a good handcrafted American-made product is what you'll find here at Eagle. Basically what we do after we cut the tubing into the straight is to bring it over and put it into the milling machine. And what the milling machine would do would be to actually coat the product so that it basically will fit the sides. As we venture over here then, basically we take the coped tubing, each piece is put in the jig fixture itself, and then what they do is after they get the nice tight fits and the copes fit everywhere and the parts are clamped down, then basically the side is actually welded 90% in the fixture itself. After this is done, then it's taken out and the back side is welded. After we get that done, the sides are then actually put in the rack, and then we'll take you over to where they're put into the sides. Basically, after the sides are built on the other side, we bring the sides over here, and basically they're flipped over, and as we see, Nick here right now is actually welding the back side of the sprint car frame itself. Then when the side is basically welded up, it's actually stood up in the jig fixture, and basically both sides are stood up. You put your front rack in, and then you start assembling the whole sprint car. And as it's put in here, it's basically welded up 90% in the fixture itself also. After that, basically then you go over to like what you see George is, and George actually would flip the car over onto its bottom, and then they start putting all the tabs and brackets for all your basic fiberglass needs, your steering, top wing spuds, and most of all that stuff. And when we get to that part, then what we would do would be we would put the fiberglass on it, all the sheet metal, and then it would go to powder coat. Basically, when we do the powder coating on a chassis, we preheat it, pull it out of the oven, and then what it's done, it's going to be brought around, and we're going to shoot the coat on it, and then it'll be put in, and we'll bake it another 15 minutes, and when she comes out of the oven, she'll be just as good as gold. Look like a brand new car. And basically this is a new car. It's just in the process of being cleaned up and then powder coated. Once he gets it in that booth, then what he does is he basically starts shooting it with the powder itself until it's all coated. Powder coating is done with an electrostatic charge. The actual cost of the car itself varies. You can start out with your kits, start out somewhere around $4,000, and then we work them up into the $6,500 range.